Your mother-in-law was only a second late getting home, and you, the lazy live-in son-in-law who lives off the family, slapped her so hard she fell to the ground. Qinfeng, have you lost your mind? How dare you hit my mom? She glared at you, stepped forward with her hands on her hips, pointed at your nose, looking like she was ready to fight to the death. Seeing the bitch shove her face toward you, you didn't indulge her. You backhanded her across the face with all your strength. She couldn't even keep her footing. After being reborn, the thing you wanted most was to teach them a brutal lesson. In your previous life, the son you had cherished for more than 20 years turned out not to be your biological child. You shouted sternly, "Who gave you the nerve to speak to me like that?" Upstairs, your sister-in-law Su Ling heard the commotion and hurried out to see what was happening. The moment Su Ling saw the scene, she rushed back into her room, grabbed a wooden stick, and charged downstairs shouting, "How dare you hit my mom and my sister? I'll fight you." The stick was as thick as an arm. She swung it viciously at your head. You sidestepped the attack, kicked Su Ling in the stomach, then followed up with a punch that knocked her to the ground. Su Ling collapsed and burst into tears. You grabbed her by the hair. Beside her, the child Su Xiaoshuan turned deathly pale with fright. It was the first time she had ever seen you this ruthless. Your mother-in-law, Wang Xiulian, finally recovered her senses. She scrambled to her feet, ran into the courtyard and screamed, "Murder! Help! The live-in son-in-law is killing people! Ah!" Her pig-slaughtering screams alerted the neighbors, but everyone immediately shut their doors. No one dared interfere. You picked up the stick and leaned against the doorway, watching Wang Xiulian perform, a cold sneer curling across your lips. She had always looked down on you, relying on her family's wealth, because you were just a live-in son-in-law. Wang Xiulian shouted herself hoarse, but no one responded. She froze on the spot. She had wanted to rally the neighbors to drive you out of the Su family. Now that plan had completely failed. Go on. Why'd you stop shouting? You walked over with a mocking smile. Wang Xiulian panicked, but still barked defiantly. "I'm your mother-in-law. How dare you abuse an elderly woman?" Without another word, you kicked her back into the house. She grabbed a kitchen cleaver, her eyes red as she tried to fight you. "Qinfeng, I'm not letting this go today." Yet she didn't even dare kill a chicken. She trembled all over holding the cleaver, too frightened to come any closer. Beside her, Su Ling glared viciously, snatched the cleaver and hacked at you. You were already prepared. You stepped back, knocked the cleaver away with your stick, then smashed the stick into her head. Su Ling collapsed instantly. Blood streamed from her forehead. Wang Xiulian started screaming again. You struck her across the mouth with the stick. Her cries stopped instantly. "Qinfeng, have you gone crazy? If you don't want to stay in the Su family anymore, I'm divorcing you. Get out of my house right now. Your family only brought me in as a live-in son-in-law because your mother couldn't give birth to a son. I'll stay if I want. Who dares make me leave? You country bumpkin." 5-year-old Su Xiaoshuan rushed over and bit your leg. You frowned in pain, and without holding back, slapped her across the face. Su Xiaoshuan burst into loud sobs. You looked at the other child, Su Xiaoyan. Her face remained calm, but deep in her eyes lurked a viciousness far beyond her age. In your previous life, if that little bitch hadn't secretly sabotaged you, they could never have quietly stripped you of all your power. You bastard. This is between adults. How can you take it out on a child? Wang Xiulian crawled over to shield her granddaughter. You let out a cold laugh, thinking to yourself, if I don't go crazy, they'll spend this entire lifetime walking all over me. These two little bastards will need proper discipline from now on. A small beating every day, a big beating every 5 days. Raise your own children yourselves. Take care of them yourselves. Wang Xiulian threw out those words, then hurried upstairs and locked herself in a room. You pointed the stick at Su Xiaoshuan and Su Xiaoyan. Both of you kneel and reflect on your actions. They refused. You beat them until they cried and knelt on the floor. They tried to go upstairs, but you blocked their way. Did I say you could leave? The moment the words left your mouth, the stick came down, beating her until tears streamed down her face. After that blow, she looked at you with nothing but fear in her eyes. You felt immensely satisfied. The humiliation of your previous life was finally being repaid, one debt at a time. Su Ling finally recovered, but still stubbornly shouted, "Just wait until my dad, Su Hongyuan, gets back. You're dead." You didn't care in the slightest. "I'll be right here. Let's see what he can do to me." Su Ling kept yelling, but your stick came down again, beating her until she repeatedly begged for mercy. Sometime later, you sat on the sofa watching the two sisters clean up the living room. They trembled all over, clearly terrified after the beating. You sat there for over an hour, yet your father-in-law, Su Hongyuan, still hadn't returned, which surprised you a little. Su Xiaoshuan and Su Xiaoyan knelt on the floor, looking pleadingly at their mother and aunt for help. Neither of them dared say a word. The once gentle you had completely changed. You struck with ruthless force, beating every one of them into submission. Their faces were swollen, their hair was disheveled, making them look like madwomen. Stay here honestly and reflect. After tossing out those words, you carried the stick back to your room. Much of the resentment in your heart had finally been vented. From now on, you would torment them slowly. Lying on the bed, you began planning your future. Having been reborn, besides taking revenge, you also intended to use the memories of your previous life to become a business tycoon. In your previous life, after Su Hongyuan died, you took over his factory, which was on the verge of bankruptcy, and worked desperately to expand it. In the end, the Su family seized control and pushed you aside. Su Hongyuan's death had been suspicious. You suspected Wang Xiulian and her daughters were behind it, but you had no evidence. Later, Wang Xiulian died of illness, and your own health steadily deteriorated. It wasn't until your deathbed that you finally learned the truth. Thinking of it now, your whole body turned cold, overflowing with hatred. Judging by the timeline, Su Hongyuan's illegitimate son was only a few months old. He hadn't been poisoned yet, nor had Su Hongyuan himself been targeted. As you were thinking, the bedroom door was pushed open. You gripped the wooden stick beside your bed and barked, "Don't you know how to knock before coming in? Get out!" Suppressing her anger, she turned around and left. After closing the door, she knocked twice. You coldly told her to come in. "Honey, we were wrong before. Please calm down. We're family. There's no grudge that lasts overnight. Have a glass of milk and get some sleep." You let out a cold snort. "You're suddenly being so attentive. There's no way I'm drinking that. Who knows what you've mixed into it?" She hurriedly explained that she'd never do such a thing. She lifted the cup and took a sip, showing that it was fine. You replied calmly, "You've already drunk from it. I think it's filthy." She instinctively raised her hand. You casually waved the stick. "Want another beating?" She left the room dejectedly. Watching her back, you sneered. That bitch suddenly acting nice meant the milk definitely had something in it. In your previous life, she had ruined you little by little using exactly this kind of tactic. Clearly waiting for Su Hongyuan to come back, you walked to the door and glanced into the living room. The lights were still on, but everyone had disappeared. They were obviously waiting for Su Hongyuan's return. You closed the door, lay back on the bed, and thought about your next move. Today's violent confrontation had completely torn apart your relationship with the Su family. They would certainly try every possible way to drive you out, but you would never leave so easily. Instead, you would slowly drain everything you could from the Su family while you were still their live-in son-in-law. Without the Su family's support, you'll get the money from Su Hongyuan first. Su Hongyuan owns a garment factory and an appliance store. He's accumulated quite a fortune over the years. Getting 10 or 20,000 yuan from him as startup capital won't be difficult. Once you have the capital, you can rely on the memories from your previous previous life to double your investments in a short time. You begin imagining your future, and drowsiness washes over you. Gradually, you fall asleep. At dawn the next day, you get up and wash. After marrying into the Su family, you've long since developed the habit of waking up early. You touch your still swollen face. You look rather disheveled. You head to a breakfast stall and order a serving of rice noodle rolls. The owner, Liu Jiangguo, sits down and curiously asks about last night. I heard you didn't come out on the losing end and even got some payback. Liu Jiangguo smiles and praises you. Well, kid, you finally grew a backbone. You're a grown man. How could you let a few women bully you? Your wife isn't exactly well-behaved either. She's always out wearing heavy makeup, surrounded by all sorts of friends, especially that guy named Hao Yu. They're awfully close. You nod coldly. Brother Wang is right. I'll deal with him another day. Liu Jiangguo continues advising you. Your mother-in-law's family isn't easy to mess with. They're the local bullies. Be careful. You don't seem concerned. It's fine. Brother Wang, this is the city, not their countryside hometown. Liu Jiangguo advises you to get a divorce and start over. You refuse without hesitation. I'm not leaving. Not yet. I'll leave only after the Su family is completely ruined. Then I'll walk away in style. You return to the Su residence. They're still asleep. Naturally, unlike in your previous life, you have no intention of humbly making breakfast. As soon as you return to your room, you hear movement upstairs. Wang Shulian hadn't slept all night. She washes up with dark circles under her eyes. Her two daughters come out as well. All three of them look exhausted. Their faces are gloomy. Su Lin speaks first. Mom, Dad didn't come home all night. Wang Shulian is already fuming. It's one thing that he didn't come home, but something this serious happened, and he didn't care at all. Su Lin refuses to back down. What's there to be afraid of? At worst, we'll find someone to beat him up. I refuse to believe nobody can deal with him. I'll call my friends and cripple him. Who are you planning to deal with? And you're still thinking of calling those shady friends? Su Hongyuan has somehow appeared behind them. His face is ashen, and his gaze is terrifying. The three women react as if they've seen their savior. Dad, honey. When Su Hongyuan sees their condition, he's startled. After recovering, he frowns deeply, burning with rage. Wang Shulian immediately bursts into tears. What's with all this crying so early in the morning? Want the neighbors to hear and laugh at us? Su Hongyuan scolds her sternly, telling her to explain everything clearly. The three women look at him expectantly, waiting for Su Hongyuan to go downstairs and teach you a lesson. The darker his expression grows as he listens, the more he simply glances at his watch. Go eat breakfast first, then head to the hospital and get your injuries treated. I'll deal with that brat myself. Su Lin quickly says she wants to go with him, but Su Hongyuan shoots her a fierce glare. She immediately falls silent. Be careful. That guy fights viciously. What help could a few injured people be? Stop getting in my way. I'm not so old that I can't move anymore. I want to see whether he really dares to lay a hand on me. Su Hongyuan is tall and well-built. He believes he wouldn't necessarily lose in a fight. He's always been an authoritative figure in the family. The three women don't dare say another word. They obediently wash up and leave. You hear every word of their conversation upstairs. A cold sneer forms on your lips. Come at me if you dare. I've wanted to teach you a lesson for a long time. Bang! Urgent pounding erupts on your door. You didn't expect Su Hongyuan to come this quickly. He actually thinks he can beat you. The knocking stops. Jinfeng, get your ass out here. You reply sarcastically. Why are you yelling so early in the morning? Afraid the neighbors won't hear? It happens to be Su Hongyuan's favorite saying. Now you're throwing it right back at him. His fury explodes. Open the door when I tell you to. Stop all that nonsense. Creak. The door opens. You see Su Hongyuan's gloomy face. Without a word, you slap him hard across the face. The slap leaves him stunned. He stares at you blankly, unable to believe it. You say coldly, old bastard, is that how you talk to me? Su Hongyuan's eyes turn bloodshot with rage. His whole body trembles. He swings a punch at you. You neither dodge nor retreat. You take the punch head on while driving a kick straight into his groin. Since the two of you are about the same size, it becomes a direct clash. At that point, it's simply a matter of who can endure more. You grunt and stagger back. Blood trickles from the corner of your mouth. Su Hongyuan, however, curls up like a cooked shrimp, his face twisted in agony, unable to make a sound. He points at you, gritting his teeth in hatred. He never expected his live-in son-in-law to fight so dirty, going straight for the groin and completely taking away his ability to fight back. You sneer. You think you're worthy of fighting me? You kick Su Hongyuan to the ground, then slap him left and right across the face. The sound of the slaps echoes through the living room. After you're done, you return to your room. When you come back out, there's a wooden club in your hand. Su Hongyuan struggles to his feet. The moment he sees the club, terror fills his face. What are you trying to do? I'm your father. My father died a long time ago. The grass on his grave is taller than you are. What the hell are you? Su Hongyuan roars. If you refuse to acknowledge me as your father, then get out of the Su family. Our family is too small to accommodate someone like you. You sneer. In such a hurry to drive me out? Is it because you want to make room for your illegitimate son outside? The moment those words leave your mouth, Su Hongyuan shudders. Panic flashes through his eyes. Though he quickly hides it, he angrily rebukes you. What nonsense are you talking about? What illegitimate son? Whether it's nonsense or not, you know perfectly well. Your mistress just gave birth to a healthy baby boy. By my calculation, he's over 3 months old now, isn't he? You spit on the floor. Old bastard. She's young enough to be your daughter, and you still went after her. Su Hongyuan's jaw drops. He's too shocked to speak. He never imagined such a closely guarded secret could be known by you in such detail. Looking at his nervous expression, you smile. What do you think would happen if I told Wang Shulian about this? You know her temper. Your precious little son probably wouldn't survive. Su Hongyuan falls silent. After weighing the pros and cons, he instantly puts on a smile. Good son-in-law. It's all a misunderstanding. We're family. We can talk this out. There's no need to fight. Your expression remains icy. You and I are not family. Su Hongyuan keeps smiling. No married couple stays angry forever. Once misunderstandings are cleared up, everything's fine. You lower the club. Looking at him with amusement, you ask, you want me to keep your secret? Su Hongyuan hurriedly nods. What he fears most is having the scandal exposed. If Wang Shulian finds out, the family will be thrown into complete chaos, and his reputation will be ruined. I can keep it a secret, but that depends on whether you're willing. Su Hongyuan hurriedly says, name your conditions. As long as I can do it, I'll agree. With a wicked smile, you say, I want to start a business. I'm just short on startup capital. 10 or 20,000 yuan will do. Su Hongyuan is stunned. He didn't expect you to ask for so much. In those days, an ordinary person's monthly salary was only around 300 yuan. Seeing him remain silent, your face darkens. What? Can't bear to part with it? Su Hongyuan hurriedly waves his hands. No. The factory's funds are tied up filling orders, and the payments from the store haven't come back yet. I really don't have much cash on hand. You frown. Then how much do you have right now? Su Hongyuan answers cautiously. I only have a little over 1,000 yuan. You think for a moment. Give me that money first. I'll give you 1 day to come up with another 20,000. Otherwise, I can't guarantee I'll keep my mouth shut. Su Hongyuan's face twitches. Suppressing his anger, he nods repeatedly. Don't worry. I'll gather the money as soon as possible. Please keep this buried forever. You're nothing like the Su family. They're experts at crossing the river and then burning the bridge. Once you've got the money, I'll tell you another secret. You wave your hand. That's enough. Stop standing there like an idiot. Get lost. Su Hongyuan's face darkens. A vicious glint flashes through his eyes. He turns and leaves. You head to an upscale restaurant and enjoy a lavish meal. Afterwards, you have very little money left. You've already made up your mind never to step into the kitchen again. From now on, you'll eat every meal outside. This little bit of money won't last long. You need to make money as soon as possible. Squeezing money out of Su Hongyuan won't be easy. Right now, he's probably helping his mistress, Lin Wei, move and hide. You know him too well. He'll never let anyone control him. If you don't keep hold of his weakness, he'll definitely retaliate like a madman. You check the time, hop on your bicycle, and head for the southern residential district. Following the memories from your previous life, you enter an alley. Following the house numbers, you recall how, in your previous life, you followed Wang Shulian and her daughters and caught Su Hongyuan with his mistress here. Judging by the timeline, Lin Wei should still be living here. As soon as you reach the corner, you see Su Hongyuan leaving the house. After he's gone, you walk over. After a lengthy conversation, you persuade Lin Wei. The trip isn't wasted. Not only do you learn that Su Hongyuan has found Lin Wei a new place to live and that she'll move tomorrow, but you also uncover a shocking secret. You never expected it. Su Hongyuan himself had been cheated on. Humming a tune, you leisurely head back toward the Su house. As soon as you reach the alley entrance, two fierce-looking men block your way. You get off your bicycle. Before you can retreat, another man blocks your escape. Someone grabs the front wheel. They warn you not to move. A knife is pressed directly against your stomach. Your heart sinks. You think you've run into robbers. One of them asks, "Is your surname Liu?" Seeing the knives in their hands, you realize they've come prepared. You quickly pretend to be confused. "My surname is Wang. You must have the wrong person." One of them pulls out a photograph for comparison. He frowns. The swelling on your face hasn't gone down yet. It still looks puffy. Someone unfamiliar with you wouldn't recognize you. You hurriedly add, "Are you looking for the Su family's live-in son-in-law? I just saw him go home. He hasn't come back out." The men whisper among themselves, "Did we really get the wrong guy?" The leader looks at you. "This doesn't concern you. Get lost and keep your mouth shut." The two men step aside. You nod submissively. "Don't worry, brothers. I know the rules." As soon as you finish speaking, you pedal away from the alley. Only after reaching the main road do you stop. You find a phone booth and call the police. "Officer, I'd like to report a crime. At the entrance to Alley 30, East 8th Lane, South District, there are 4 armed men robbing pedestrians." After making the report, you sit on your bicycle and wait leisurely. 10 minutes later, several police cars arrive. The 4 men are handcuffed and taken away. From Lin Wei, you had learned that Su Hongyuan was planning to hire someone to deal with you. You didn't expect it to happen so quickly. That evening, you gather your old brothers for a reunion. They all grew up with you. Your friendship runs deep. That woman always urged you to stay away from them. You listened to that bitch and gradually drifted apart from your brothers. Just then, the sound of bicycle brakes comes from outside. 2 men walk in carrying 2 buckets of rice wine each. The chubby young man laughs. "Brother, today you've got to drink with us." He's straightforward, loyal, nicknamed Maitreya Buddha. His name is Joe Hu. The other man, a tall, skinny fellow with dark skin, grins. "I've already locked up my house. Nobody's leaving until we're drunk." His name is Gaojin. Looking at the two of them, you can't help feeling emotional. After 2 lifetimes, being able to drink with your brothers again is truly precious. You say solemnly, "Don't worry. If I don't drink the 2 of you under the table today, I'm not leaving." Soon, the 3 of you begin drinking together. After several rounds, you tell them about Su Hongyuan hiring people to ambush you in the alley. Hearing this, both men fly into a rage. They immediately want to avenge you. Joe Hu shouts, "You actually put up with that? Let's go teach him a lesson right now. Anyone who bullies our brother has to pay." Burning with anger, the 3 of you stake out one of Su Hongyuan's usual haunts. At that moment, Su Hongyuan is muttering to himself, "I wonder how brother Biao and the others are doing. They'd better break that brat's leg. He actually dared threaten me." Su Hongyuan snorts. "I'll show him who's really the head of the family. Threaten me? Not a chance." Hidden behind the wall, the 3 of you hear every word. Instantly, your tempers explode. As soon as Su Hongyuan steps outside, Joe Hu and Gao Jun suddenly leap out. They scare him senseless. Before he can react, a brick smashes into his head. Then they throw a sack over him and beat his backside mercilessly with wooden clubs. Every swing cuts through the air. Su Hongyuan screams like a pig being slaughtered. "You old bastard! You actually hired people to go after our brother." The clubs rain down on him. After beating him for a while, you worry things might get out of hand and quickly stop the other 2. "We'll spare your worthless life this time. If you ever hire people to target my brothers again, I'll break your 3rd leg." After leaving those harsh words behind, the 3 of you grab the sack and quickly run off. The next day, you head straight to the garment factory as if you own the place, walking directly towards Su Hongyuan's office. "Chin Feng!" A shrill voice calls out. You stop. A middle-aged woman weighing over 200 pounds stands there with her hands behind her back, glaring at you. She's one of the factory supervisors, Huang Guiying. She's in her 40s, hot-tempered, and has a sharp tongue. She's one of Su Hongyuan's people. She always ordered you around at the factory and never gave you a pleasant look. You turn and say coldly, "What's the matter, fatty?" Huang Guiying freezes. Her face immediately darkens. What she hates most is being called fat. Her eyes widen with fury. She snarls, "Chin Feng, what did you just say? Say it again if you've got the guts. I'll tear your mouth apart." You look at her with disdain. "Fatty, are you deaf? You want to tear my mouth apart? I think you're the one who doesn't want this job anymore. Haven't seen you for a few days, and you've gotten a lot bolder." Huang Guiying immediately lumbers toward you. Her heavy weight makes her movements slow. She looks both ridiculous and vicious. Before she even reaches you, you slap her hard across the face. The force is so great that her face twists to one side, and she stumbles to the ground. Lying on the floor, Huang Guiying can't believe it. The normally obedient Chin Feng actually dared to hit her. The factory workers erupt in an uproar. They all cover their mouths. Utterly shocked. At the factory, no one ever dared provoke Huang Guiying. Besides her foul mouth, her husband also had mental problems. He acted crazily all day long, so no one wanted to mess with them. After a brief daze, Huang Guiying immediately starts wailing. She gets up and reaches out to grab you. Too lazy to waste time with her, you kick her to the ground, ignore her, and walk straight towards Su Hongyuan's office. Entering the office, you curse loudly, "Old bastard, I'm here to collect my money." Following behind you, Huang Guiying sees this and is completely dumbfounded. You even kick the office door open. You're completely lawless. Her mind can't process what's happening. The old wooden door flies open under your kick. The loud bang startles the resting Su Hongyuan. Still bleary-eyed, he looks at you, instantly furious. Su Hongyuan has terrible morning temper. Being awakened makes him especially irritable. He roars, "Get the hell out! Damn you! Open your dog eyes and take a good look at who I am." You kick a plastic bottle across the room. Behind you, Huang Guiying stares in stunned silence, her face filled with disbelief, as if she's dreaming. Once Su Hongyuan sees it's you, he's both shocked and enraged. "You actually dared come to the factory?" He stands up. His expression grows even uglier. His eyes dart around, searching for something to use as a weapon. You also notice the bruises left from the beating a few days ago. His cheeks are swollen, his eyes are blackened, and he looks utterly miserable. You sneer. You think I'm afraid of you? Unable to find a weapon, Su Hongyuan simply removes his belt. He cracks it hard through the air, producing a sharp snap. Looks like you're asking for a beating. As soon as Huang Guiying hears that, she perks up. She hurriedly steps forward, crying, hoping the boss will stand up for her. Su Hongyuan is also surprised to see Huang Guiying. He hadn't expected an outsider to be present. He doesn't want his dirty secrets exposed in front of others. He's always maintained the image of a devoted family man. In outsiders' eyes, the Su family is harmonious and lives a happy life. But if gossip monger Huang Guiying learns the truth, it won't even take 2 days before the entire factory knows. The news will eventually reach Wang Shulian. After all, many of the factory workers are from Wang Shulian's hometown. I only said a couple of words to him, and he hit me. Huang Guiying complains tearfully. Before she can finish, Su Hongyuan impatiently cuts her off. I know about it. I'll handle it. I'll definitely give you an explanation. Unwilling to let it go, Huang Guiying glares fiercely at you before reluctantly leaving. You snort softly, deliberately provoking her. Huang Guiying, she stops. Her face twists with rage, looking ready to pounce. Go back to work. There's a shipment going out today. We can't delay it. Su Hongyuan speaks. Seeing her hesitate, he barks again. Didn't you hear me? Huang Guiying doesn't dare disobey. Afraid of losing her job, she can only turn around and leave quickly. After watching her leave, Su Hongyuan fixes his gaze on you and says in a deep voice, you little bastard, that incident in the South District, were you the one who had people beat me? As he speaks, he steps forward and raises his belt. The belt whistles through the air. If it lands, it'll definitely leave a bloody welt. Old bastard, you dare lay a hand on me? Instead of retreating, you advance. With your left hand, you grab the incoming belt, and with your right fist, you smash him square in the face. A sharp crack echoes. Su Hongyuan's nose breaks. Blood spurts out. Crying out in pain, he staggers backward. His head spins. You don't come out unscathed either. The belt buckle smashes into your hand, sending a piercing pain through it. After landing the first blow, you give Su Hongyuan no chance to recover. Before he can react, you press the attack. Lefts and rights rain down on his face. Within moments, he's beaten senseless and collapses. Only after he's completely unable to fight back do you stop. Breathing heavily, you quietly light a cigarette. Old bastard. You hired Brother Biao. Those men ambushed me in the alley. Did you really think I was easy to bully? You struck first, so I'm just returning the favor. You flick cigarette ash onto his face. The burning embers scorch his skin. He howls in pain, his face contorting. Stop talking nonsense. I didn't. You made enemies yourself, and now you're trying to pin it on me. Su Hongyuan flatly denies it. Whether you did or not, you know the truth. I came here today for the money. Hand over what you promised. You speak coldly. Su Hongyuan's eyes dart around. Softening his tone, he says, move aside first. Let me get up. Unafraid of any tricks, you step back and let him rise. Su Hongyuan stands up, stuffs tissue into his bleeding nose, and sits on the wooden sofa, making it obvious he has no intention of paying. Money? I don't have any. If you've got the guts, beat me to death. He rubs his throbbing face, looking like a dead pig that isn't afraid of boiling water. Slap! You smack him across the face. Sneering, you say, I'm informing you, not negotiating with you. I've worked in this factory for 5 years. Do you know how I've lived those 5 years? Working day and night, serving as your punching bag, letting you order me around whenever you pleased. This is all unpaid wages you owe me. Add the interest on top. Su Hongyuan remains silent. He simply refuses to pay, wearing an expression that says, what can you do about it? You remain calm. I gave you a chance. You chose not to cherish it. Don't force me to expose all your dirty secrets and ruin your reputation. When you helped Lin Wei move, I found her once. Naturally, I can find her new address too. You've been spying on me? Su Hongyuan flies into a rage. Otherwise, how do you think I knew you hired people to deal with me? Or how I knew about you and Lin Wei? You sneer. The old bastard still doesn't know that Lin Wei has already reached an agreement with you. Even if he moved her 10 times, you'd still be able to find her with ease. Su Hongyuan falls silent for a moment. Like a deflated balloon, he finally says, I'll give you the money, but how can you guarantee this will only happen once? Old bastard, you don't have a choice. Fine. I'll go get the money. After thinking it over, Su Hongyuan stands and walks out. You don't stop him, nor are you worried he'll call for help. Unless he's willing to throw away his reputation, he'll never make a public scene. Wang Shulian is notoriously fierce. She's capable of anything. Su Hongyuan knows that better than anyone. Before long, Su Hongyuan returns with a stack of 100 yuan bills and places them on the coffee table in front of you. Without any hesitation, you pick up the money and carefully count it, checking each bill for authenticity. Su Hongyuan watches, the muscles in his face twitching constantly, yet he doesn't dare say a word. When you go crazy, you're capable of anything. If he gets beaten again, the loss would outweigh the gain. A wise man doesn't fight when the odds are against him. He can only endure it for now. Good. That'll do for now. After counting the money, you tuck it into your pocket, stand up, and walk out without another word. Watching your back, Su Hongyuan's eyes turn icy. A cold smile curls onto his lips. You'll have money, but you won't live long enough to spend it, he mutters, an evil grin spreading across his face. But the moment he looks up, he sees you returning, staring straight at him. Cold sweat instantly pours down his face. Why are you back? Su Hongyuan asks guiltily. Forgot something. As you speak, you casually take 2 cartons of cigarettes from his bookshelf, put them into a plastic bag, and carry them away. Su Hongyuan's face twitches, but he doesn't dare stop you. He can only treat it as feeding a stray dog. By the way, this is my bank account number. Put me on the factory payroll with an easy position. From now on, transfer my salary every month. You toss him a slip of paper and look down at him as you speak. Su Hongyuan's face instantly darkens. He thinks you're pushing your luck. Just for these 20,000 yuan, he'd already suffered a huge loss, equivalent to several years of income for an ordinary family. Factory workers only make 300 to 400 yuan a month. I worked in this lousy factory for 5 years. 20,000 isn't even enough to cover the interest. From now on, pay me the same salary as a regular employee every month. If you don't want to, that's fine. I'll just come back next time and ask for an even bigger sum. Your threat makes Su Hongyuan tremble with rage. After weighing his options again and again, he grits his teeth and nods. I'll have the finance department transfer your salary every month. Good. At least you're smart. Leaving those words behind, you turn and walk out of the office. As you pass through the workshop, Huang Guiying glares at you, but no longer dares to cause trouble. You don't even bother with her. Now that you've got the money, you need to find somewhere safe to keep it. Carrying that much cash isn't safe. The bank is the best place. Brother Feng, you're out already? Not working today? Old Wu, the gatekeeper, asks while smoking his pipe. I've got something to do today. I'll come back another day. As you speak, You open one of the cartons of cigarettes you took from Su Hong Yuan and hand Old Wu a pack. Seeing their expensive cigarettes, Old Wu beams with delight. He hurriedly thanks you. Oh my, I really can't accept this. Thank you. Uncle Wu, have you seen any unfamiliar people around the factory gate lately, or any suspicious cars parked nearby? You ask casually. Old Wu thinks for a moment. Cars come and go all the time. I didn't pay much attention, but if you've got any trouble, tell me. I've got a bit of influence around here. It's nothing, Uncle Wu. I'll be going now. You walk out of the factory gate and head east. The streets are sparsely populated, unusually quiet. The blazing sun hangs overhead, scorching the earth like a fireball. Even the wind feels hot. After walking for a while, your back is soaked with sticky sweat. It's extremely uncomfortable. Just then, the roar of a motorcycle echoes in the distance. You look up. A motorcycle races toward you, white smoke pouring from its exhaust. 5 men are riding it. The bike doesn't slow down, charging straight at you. You don't move aside. Remaining perfectly calm, you take out a cigarette, light it, and take a deep drag. You're standing on a platform over half a meter high. The motorcycle can't ride up onto it. The motorcycle rushes up to you. It slams on the brakes, the rear wheel sliding sideways. The tires screech against the pavement, producing a sharp, piercing sound. The moment the motorcycle comes to a stop, you flick the cigarette from your fingers. It flies perfectly straight and lands right on the driver's face. The burn makes him cry out in pain. The men are none other than Brother Biao and his gang. Each of them is carrying a weapon. They immediately get off the bike and surround you with weapons in hand. I've been waiting for you for a long time, you say. The men freeze. Instinctively, they look around, thinking there's an ambush, but after scanning the area, they find only you. Brother Biao's face darkens. Damn it, you tricked me. You remain completely calm, showing no fear whatsoever. You're about to die and you're still putting on an act. Murderous intent flashes in Brother Biao's eyes. You remain unfazed. Raising your voice, you shout, Huzi, Junzi, Gangzi, stop wasting time talking to them. Beat the hell out of them. Before Brother Biao and his men can react, they see a group of men armed with clubs charging toward them, looking extremely aggressive. It's an ambush. Run. Hurry. Brother Biao curses and hurriedly orders his men to retreat. Seeing they're badly outnumbered, they don't dare stay. They turn and run. They barely make it a few steps before countless pebbles rain down on them. The men dodge in every direction, but many are still hit, leaving them in a miserable state. Forget the motorcycle, you shout after them, your voice dripping with mockery. Watch it for me. If it gets even a scratch, I'll come back and take your life. Brother Biao turns back and threatens, fine, keep it for now. Next time I'll pay someone to kill you. You're welcome to try. Your voice is icy, carrying the same deadly threat. The moment those words leave your mouth, Brother Biao stops in his tracks. His men stop as well, all looking at him. I've got enough money to buy your life. You speak again. Brother Biao hesitates, unsure whether to leave or stay. Boss, why should we be afraid of him? Let's just do it. Several lackeys urge Brother Biao on. He looks at his men, lets out a heavy sigh, and turns back toward you. His men quickly follow, gripping their weapons tightly, their faces full of caution. There are only 5 of them, while your side has over a dozen people. If a fight breaks out, they'll definitely be the ones at a disadvantage. We're just doing this for money, trying to make a living. Today, I admit defeat. Su Hong Yuan sent you, didn't he? You know what my relationship with him is. Brother Biao nods. He said you extorted money from him and told us to steal it back. We'd get half his payment. They're just low-level street thugs. They can't afford to offend someone with money like you. The threat you made about buying his life was no joke. In those days, 20,000 yuan was enough to make someone risk everything. That old bastard really planned this well. He knew I'd brought people with me and still sent you here to get yourselves killed. The moment I went to the factory to demand money, I knew he wouldn't let it go. I was sure he'd have a backup plan. Brother, I know I was wrong. From now on, I won't get involved in your affairs anymore. Please let us go. I can let you go, but I have 2 things I need you to do. As long as it isn't murder or arson, forget 2 things. We'll agree to anything. Brother Biao hurriedly promises. Fine. I'll come find you when I've decided. You wave your hand and signal Li Gong and the others. They immediately step aside and open a path. Yes, whatever you ask of us later, we'll definitely do it. Brother Biao repeatedly nods, calls for his men to get on the motorcycle, and they disappear in a cloud of dust. Brother Feng, you're really just letting them go? Zhou Hu watches Brother Biao and the others disappear into the distance and asks in confusion. There were so many of us. We should have beaten them senseless. We let them off too easily. Zhou Hu agrees. They still dared come looking for trouble. We should have killed them. Gao Jun grips a sharpened steel pipe. It glints with a cold light. If it stabbed someone, it would make them bleed badly, as deadly as a military spike. Don't worry. They won't dare come after me again. Brother Biao is the type who never forgets a grudge. If I make a move, I'll finish it completely. There are plenty of ways to deal with thugs like them. The simplest one is this. They're most afraid of rich people. Spend a little money, and you can ruin their lives. The 3 of them say nothing more. Thanks for helping me out today, brothers. You open one of the cartons of cigarettes you took from Su Hong Yuan and hand them out. 1 pack per person. I've already reserved a private room at the restaurant in town. Let's all go have a few drinks. These people are all Li Gong's friends. They specially put aside their work to come help today. Naturally, you have to treat them to a proper meal. You understand social obligations better than anyone. You have Li Gong and Gao Jun lead everyone to the restaurant first, while you get onto Zhou Hu's motorcycle and head for the town bank. You deposit part of the money into your bank book, keeping only enough cash for meals and daily expenses. After leaving the bank, you pass a public phone booth. You ask Zhou Hu to stop, then call the garment factory. The call connects quickly. A sweet female voice answers. Hong Yuan Garment Factory, how may I help you? Put Su Hong Yuan on the phone. Please hold. After a series of footsteps, a moment later, Su Hong Yuan's voice comes through. Hello? Who is this? Old bastard, it's me. You sent people to ambush me again. I think you're tired of living. Transfer 5,000 yuan into my account as an apology or you'll regret it. You hang up immediately, giving him no chance to respond. After paying for the call, you get back on Zhou Hu's motorcycle and hurry to the restaurant. After several rounds of drinks, everyone's friendship grows even stronger. They're all about the same age and begin calling each other brothers. Around 3 in the afternoon, everyone has had their fill. They stagger out of the restaurant and head home. Zhou Hu returns to their rented house to rest for a while you ride the old bicycle back into the city. You drank quite a lot. Lying on the bed reading a magazine, you soon fall asleep. When you wake up, it's completely dark outside. The room is pitch black. You get out of bed, walk to the water tank outside, and splash your face with cold water, clearing your head. None of your brothers are in the rental house. They're probably all out working. You lock the door, push your bicycle outside, close the courtyard gate, and ride toward the city. On the way, you buy some cheap fruit. There are very few pedestrians. Only the occasional vehicle passes by. Traffic is nowhere near as crowded as it would be more than a decade later. By the time you return to the city, it's completely dark. The streetlights cast a dim yellow glow, illuminating the streets. Apartment buildings are brightly lit, and every household is having dinner. The Su family's small house, however, is completely dark, lifeless without a single light on. Since no one seems to be home, you walk into the courtyard, park your bicycle, unlock the door, and enter. freezer. The moment you step inside, you smell something burnt. You switch on the living room light, walk into the kitchen, and find the slop bucket filled with burnt food scraps. Without you acting as their full-time housekeeper, they had no choice but to cook for themselves. But with no experience, they made food that even a dog wouldn't eat. You can't be bothered with it. You go up to the rooftop, collect the dried laundry, return to the bathroom to wash the sweat off your body, then take the fruit to old Zhao's house across the street and join them for dinner. At 10 that night, you return to the Su house. The house is still dark. Wang Shulian and her 2 daughters are nowhere to be seen, and even the 2 children are gone. You find it rather strange. Did they move out? You look around. Everything is still there. There isn't the slightest sign of moving. The smashed television has already been repaired. The phone line has been reconnected. Even the coffee table has been replaced with a new one. They obviously haven't moved. You don't bother looking for them. Returning to your bedroom, you lie down. The alcohol gradually takes effect. As far as you're concerned, it would be best if everyone in the Su family died somewhere outside, so they wouldn't be an eyesore. None of them are your family. They're your enemies. Naturally, you have no wish for their happiness. Now you have 20,000 yuan in hand. It's neither a small sum nor a huge one, but it's enough to begin your plan. You recall the memories from your previous life, searching for the easiest way to make money in this era. First, you'll earn your first pot of gold, then slowly build a real business empire. As you think things over, the ceiling fan rattles noisily overhead. Before you know it, you drift off to sleep. Around 7 the next morning, your body clock wakes you naturally. You don't get up. You simply roll over and keep lying in bed. Just then, the ringing of a bicycle bell sounds outside. The courtyard gate opens. The country bumpkin's back. Keep calling me a bumpkin every day, and one day I'll beat you up. I'm not afraid of you. My dad already beat you up. You didn't even dare show your face for days. If you dare hit me again, I'll have my dad and my uncles deal with you. The bedroom door is opened, and footsteps approach before stopping outside your room. The doorknob rattles a few times, but the door is locked from the inside. It won't open at all. She knocks twice. Country bumpkin, get out here. You hillbilly, get up already. Su Xiaoshuan shouts from outside your door. You frown. Get out of bed shirtless. Walk to the door and open it. The moment the door opens, you're taken aback. Her face is pale and haggard. Her hair is a complete mess, and she has huge dark circles under her eyes. She looks just like a female ghost. Why are you screaming like a ghost first thing in the morning? Seeing the smug look on Su Xiaoshuan's face, your eyes turn cold. She instinctively shrinks her neck, then sticks her tongue out at you. With someone backing her up, she's back to her usual arrogance. Keep acting so disrespectful, and I'll skin you alive. You glare at Su Xiaoshuan and scold her. Who are you trying to scare? If you've got something to say it. Otherwise, get lost. You show no courtesy whatsoever. How can you be like this? We're husband and wife. Is this really how you treat me? My mom's been in the hospital for days, and you never even showed your face. The moment you come back, all you do is give us attitude. She tries to win your sympathy. Wang Zulian's in the hospital? You deliberately feign surprise. No wonder I haven't seen her for days. You almost say you should buy a string of firecrackers to celebrate. My mom wants to drink the porridge you make. Go cook her a bowl and take it to the hospital. I even bought fresh ingredients for it. Stop wasting time. Hurry up. Yeah, right. Aren't you afraid I'd poison the porridge and send her straight to the afterlife? You sneer. Soft or hard tactics don't work on me anymore. You still think you can order me around? Not happening. How can you say something like that? She's my mother, and your mother-in-law too. Aren't you afraid the neighbors will condemn you or that heaven will punish you? My mom may look down on you, but she's still your elder. Now that she's sick, isn't it only right for you to cook her some porridge? You find it laughable. They're actually trying to guilt trip you. If Wang Julian had treated you even a little better, you'd naturally have taken care of her without complaint. But now you've finally woken up. Only an idiot would keep working himself to the bone without any appreciation. Wouldn't it be much nicer to spend that time sleeping? Finished? She doesn't understand what you mean. If you're done, then get lost. Without another word, you slam the door shut with a bang and go back to bed. Outside the room, she kicks the door hard and roars, "I'm divorcing you. Keep yelling out there and I'll break your legs." You roar back. Did she really think you were still the easygoing man you used to be? Someone the Su family could manipulate at will? Your thunderous shout instantly silences the outside. She doesn't dare pound on the door anymore. At last, the world becomes peaceful. Soon, the sound of chopping meat comes from outside. They're planning to cook for themselves. Before long, a horrible burnt smell spreads through the kitchen, making the air almost unbearable. Sis, it's burnt. I know. Do I need you telling me? It's burnt to a crisp. We can't eat that. You should just make it again. Make it again? Forget it. Let's just buy something outside. She has never cooked before. She can't control the heat at all. Hot oil even splashes onto her hand, and she burns the pan black. Before long, they leave the house, finally giving up on cooking. You let out a cold laugh. That spoiled woman used to be pampered from childhood. She'd never done a single household chore. These past few days, the two sisters have had to care for Wang Xulian in the hospital, while also looking after the two children. They must be completely exhausted. They used to dress up beautifully every day, head off to work, and live carefree lives. They called it going to work, but really all they did was stop by the appliance store. Sometimes they weren't even there. Now that they've lost you, their full-time housekeeper, their entire lives have fallen into chaos. Even eating has become a problem. Back when you lived with the Su family, they always woke up to a hot breakfast and came home every evening to meals cooked exactly to their taste. Thinking about Wang Xulian lying in a hospital bed fills you with satisfaction. But then something feels off. In your previous life, Wang Xulian wasn't hospitalized at this point. Her health didn't decline until several years later. Just now, your emotions from your previous life had influenced you. You never even asked what illness she had, or whether you should reserve her a cremation urn in advance. This year, cremation has been fully implemented nationwide. She'd just be helping support government policy early and saving everyone some trouble. Yesterday at the garment factory, Su Hongyuan hadn't mentioned it either. Apparently that old bastard doesn't care about his wife's condition at all. Or maybe it isn't anything serious. Maybe Wang Julian is just making a fuss, deliberately staying in the hospital so people will wait on her. After thinking it over, you decide you should still make an appearance at the hospital, if only to keep up appearances. You get out of bed, wash up, change into clean clothes, leave the Su family house, and ride your bicycle to get breakfast first. Brother Feng, haven't seen you in days. Why are you out so late today? Breakfast stall owner Liu Jiangguo and his wife Zheng Guixiang greet you warmly. Over the past few years, you've been one of their regular customers, often buying breakfast for the Su family. You know each other well. Sometimes, if you forgot your money, they'd even let you buy on credit. I've been working down south these past few days and wasn't home. You order a bowl of porridge and a basket of steamed buns, then sit down at a small table to eat. I heard your mother-in-law had surgery and was hospitalized, Liu Jiangguo says as he walks over. I only got back today too, so I haven't had a chance to visit her yet. Appendicitis. Once the appendix is removed, she'll be fine. She'll just stay in the hospital for a couple of days for observation, and then she'll be discharged. She's still there now. Liu Jiangguo smiles as he explains. She works for a government unit, so medical insurance covers most of the costs. Don't be too stingy. The stall owner, Zheng Guixiang, chimes in. Brother Feng, while you were gone these past few days, she went around bad-mouthing you everywhere. She said you're an unfilial son-in-law, that you hid away when something happened and didn't dare show your face. A lot of people now think you don't know how to behave. You are genuinely surprised after hearing this. I didn't expect that old woman, even while lying in the the hospital would still be trying to ruin my reputation. That's exactly the sort of thing she loves doing. Birds of a feather flock together, I guess. None of her friends are decent people either. They're experts at gossiping behind people's backs. I honestly didn't know she was hospitalized. Su Hong Yuan never told me. I've been working at the garment factory down south these past few days, so busy I could barely keep my head straight. Su Hong Yuan, that stingy old miser, has you working for him without even paying you. I think you should find another job. Liu Zhongguo advises. Brother Wang's right. I'll look into it later. After chatting with the couple for a while, you finish breakfast, smoke another cigarette, and then ride off. As you wonder what gift you should buy to thoroughly disgust your vicious mother-in-law at the hospital, before you've even left the residential area, you run into old Zhao and his son from across the street. You have no choice. After all, you had dinner at their house last night. You owe them a favor, so you stop to help them load their truck. Brother Feng, it's almost noon. Once we're done loading, come have a few drinks with us. Yeah, Brother Feng, my mom made some great dishes. Let's have a drink together. Loading this truck is hard work. Without your help, the father and son probably wouldn't finish until 3 or 4 in the afternoon. You take a sip of your drink and shake your head. Can't do it, Uncle Zhao. I've got to visit the hospital. Otherwise, the neighbors will start talking. Your mother-in-law's just pretending to be sick. Since you're only going through the motions, hurry back afterward. I'll be waiting for you at home. Old Zhao thinks what you said makes perfect sense. They don't insist on keeping you any longer. Got it. Uncle Wang, I'm heading off. You finish the rest of your drink in one gulp and hop on your bicycle, riding toward the hospital. As you pass the market, you stop to buy some fruit. Then you pick up a boxed meal and a few side dishes from a nearby restaurant. As you put it, when you're visiting someone in the hospital, how can you show up empty-handed? Carrying a bag full of things, you hurry toward the First People's Hospital in the city.
Guys, quick update. Part 2 isn't available anywhere on the internet right now, but I already have the storyline. That means I can create part 2 myself, with full visuals, animations, effects, and everything. The only thing I need from you is support. The moment this channel reaches 5,000 subscribers, I'll start working on part 2 and bring it exclusively to you guys. I'm not asking you to like the video. I'm not asking you to comment. Just hit that subscribe button. It's literally one click. But for me, it's the motivation I need to spend hours creating part 2. And if you're hearing this right now, it means you're one of the real ones who watched till the end. So I'm talking directly to you. If you want part 2, subscribe to the channel. Let's hit 5,000 subscribers together, and I'll see you in part 2.